Thinking about moving to Miami, Florida, and you want to live in a safe neighborhood with beautiful single-family homes right by the water with great schools, a lot of parks, close to all the shopping bars, restaurants, and cafe shops? Well, in this video, we're going to talk about Palmetto Bay, which is one of the best neighborhoods to live in Miami, and especially if you have a family. So if you want to learn more, stick around because we're jumping into it right now. Welcome back, and if this is your first time to the channel and you want to learn everything there is to know about living in Miami, Florida and the surrounding areas, then tap that subscribe button and hit that little bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. My name is Raymond Goyri-Golsari, and I'm a full-time Florida realtor in the Miami area with your Living in Miami, Florida team. And we get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to make their move to Miami. And we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving soon, 90 days from now, a year from now, make sure to reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, days, nights, and weekends, we got your back when making that smooth move to Miami, Florida. Palmetto Bay is a fantastic neighborhood in Miami, Florida. It is filled with beautiful single-family homes, lots of big trees, tons of parks, close to two main shopping centers, which is Dayland, an indoor mall with a lot of restaurants surrounding it and condos around that area. And then you have the Falls Shopping Center, which is an outdoor mall, beautiful mall that has a waterfall running through it. And on the east side, you have Biscayne Bay, so you're right by the water. You got Pinecrest on the north side, and on the south, you have Cutler Bay, and it starts going all the way down to Homestead. So Palmetto Bay is located more south than all the other neighborhoods close to the downtown Brickell area, but it's still a great neighborhood, especially if you have family with kids. So let's go ahead and dive into Google Maps so I can show you where everything is located and where all the things to do and how close or how far is it from everywhere else. So let's dive into it right now. All right, we're here in Google Maps. This shaded in the light shade is Palmetto Bay. All of this is almost, I think, 95% single family homes. So if you're looking for single family homes in a great safe neighborhood with a lot of trees close to the water, this is a great option. So let's check it out and see first where it's located. I'm gonna zoom out so you can see where it is relative to the downtown area. You have the downtown Brickell area here where it says Miami. You have Miami Beach, Key Biscayne. This is sort of the central line of Miami. US 41 goes all the way to Naples and heads up north to Tampa. Now this up here is considered the northwest part of Miami and the southwest part of Miami. So as you see, it's not that close to downtown. Now it's not a hike in Miami when there's really no traffic. You can get around 15-20 minutes almost anywhere, but you got to learn your traffic patterns and when the traffic is worse than others. So it's a good, drive time-wise when there's traffic to the downtown area or the east part. Now, if you live here and you want to head over to, let's say you don't mind driving and you work in the financial district of the downtown Brickell area or the health district, which is located up here, where you have the hospitals, University of Miami hospitals there, Jackson Hospital is considered the health district. Then your best bet is to take US 1 all the way north, all the way into this area. It really is the only route. You can take the back route, Old Color, but it's more residential. And so US 1, if you take it, you're gonna get traffic, but it's a straight shot. It may take you with traffic 30 minutes. It could take you 20 minutes, but consider 30, a little bit of, if you run into a traffic accident, maybe 45, but it's a nice little drive. Now, let's say you're gonna go up north and on the east side, the best bet is US 1 and hop on I-95 and it shoots up north on the east side. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to comment below and smash that like button. Go ahead, waiting. There you go. This will help us to understand what you want to know about so we can provide better content for you guys in the future. Now, if you're gonna go up the middle of Miami, you still gotta take US 1, but you're not far away from the beginning of Highway 826, which is considered Palmetto Highway here. And that takes you north all the way up through Miami, through the middle part of Miami. Now, if you want to go on the west side, you can just take the Florida Turnpike, which is over here. So you can take 152nd, connects to the Florida Turnpike, and it takes you all the way outside of Florida. So that's the main one. And I-75 takes you on the west side, but that you still got to take one of these expressways to connect to I-75 on the north part of Miami. Now, if you want to go to the Keys or anywhere south, you're closer. So maybe you're far from work, but you're closer to the Keys, because if I zoom out, it looks farther. But you take US 1, you hop on the turnpike, and you take it all the way down with US 1, and you can take it to Key Largo and all the Florida Keys. So a lot of people who live in this area in the south part of Miami-Dade like to go fishing, like to be on the boat, love going to the Keys, sometimes have a second home at the Keys, and they're closer to get away on a Friday right after work, and they just head on out. Now, if you live in the north part of Miami, you gotta be stuck in traffic and get through all this congestion just to get to Homestead and start taking it to Key West. So there's a location so you can have an idea where it's located. Now, once you're here, it's a fantastic neighborhood, very family oriented. Palmetto Bay is a great alternative. I've noticed when I help clients, and it's very similar to Pinecrest, which is an awesome neighborhood. They're very similar in that there's a lot of trees in this neighborhood, close to the water. And you got Coral Gables here on the right. You got US 1 bordering the west side. But the homes here are a little pricier because you're a little more north, you're closer, less traffic, closer to the east side. And the homes are a little bigger, but not all of them. And so if you like this location, but maybe you have a lesser budget or you don't want to spend all your budgets, Palmetto Bay is a fantastic neighborhood that is very similar. It's so similar that the high school and the schools from Palmetto Bay are actually here in Pinecrest. You have Palmetto Senior High, which the kids who live in Pinecrest and Palmetto Bay go to. You have Palmetto Elementary and Palmetto Middle School. It's very similar to Pinecrest. Now, when it comes to houses, like I mentioned, all this is single family homes. You have not a lot of waterfront because it's sort of here is Deering Estate. You have these homes here, but most of this is going to be, there's no homes on this area. The homes are going to stop sort of right here. Deering Estate is an estate that's been around for early 1900s, and it has a huge outdoor area right on the water. Now it's a museum that people come for events or festivals. Sometimes they have events for kids, like a movie night outdoors. It's very pretty, but it's more touristy. But if you live in this area, you'll find out about all the events that they'll throw for the community. Right here, you got this canal going right through Palmetto Bay. All these single family homes, no high rises in this location. Now there's a lot of parks. You have Coral Reef Park, which is the biggest park in Palmetto Bay. It has a little creek running right through it. There's baseball fields, soccer fields, volleyball, tennis courts, playground, gazebos to throw parties for the kiddos. So it's a park where it's always filled during the weekend, or you can just come and walk around, do some exercise, and in Coral Reef, and it's surrounded by single family homes. So if you live by, you can just walk to the park and walk back. You got Palmetto Bay Park, which is another nice park over here. Very similar, not as big, but a good sized park. And Ludovich Park is right on the water. You get that ocean breeze. You got a dog park over here, the Wayside Park. And like I said, Deering Estate is not a park, but sometimes they do events, and it feels like a park because it's just huge lawn right on the water there. You got Tiffany Drive Park, Bel Air Park. You have Chapman Park right here. It's sort of under construction. There were softball fields there, a lot of things, but they're doing something, and hopefully it'll come out really nice because all this area, there's no homes here. It's just nature. A lot of people come and take pictures over here. There's a dog park all the way at the end. There's a lot of nature on this side. Deering Bay is a beautiful community. Condo living right on the water. It's private, has a private golf course, which is nice. You'll see white alligators there, very cool, but they don't attack, but don't get close to it just in case. But you will see alligators in this area close to the water by the bay, but that's considered Coral Gables. Now, in school-wise, we touched up on it earlier, showed you where Palmetto School is, but there are a lot of schools. One of the main reasons families move into Palmetto Bay is because it has great schools. and a lot of options. Not only public schools, but charter schools and private schools. See all this? All these red dots are schools. You got Palmetto High School, which is the main high school here, Palmetto Trinity, Montessori schools everywhere. Westminster Christian is a great Christian private school, all within Palmetto Bay. Now, if you send your kids to charter or private, you don't need to send them to one inside your district or inside your neighborhood. You can send them outside, and neighboring neighborhoods are really nice. Pinecrest has great schools. Here on the left, you have Kendall. Palmetto Estates is a great location, great neighborhood if maybe Palmetto Bay or Pinecrest is not in your budget. On the west side of US 1, the prices of the homes are a little less, more affordable. So maybe you're looking to buy an entry-level home and move in, get settled, start a family. Palmetto Estates is a neighborhood where a while ago it was not that populated, homes were older, and now it's really nice because people have bought there, they fixed it up, and the neighborhood is filled with family with kids. And right across here, there's another school that I didn't mention. Coral Reef High School is not in Palmetto Bay, but a lot of people send their kids there. It's a magnet school, one of the best schools in Miami. You don't need to live by the area, but it's a magnet school, so your kid needs to get accepted and have really good grades and sort of pass the testing to get into that school. You got Palmetto Golf Course. If you like playing golf, it's a public golf course of Miami-Dade, right here next to Palmetto Bay. You can play golf anywhere. I love playing golf. One of the main things about golf is that there's no time, and sometimes you think about driving over there, traffic and parking, and you know what, I'm not gonna go. Well, if you live here, you can go to Palmetto Bay, or you can go here to Briar Bay. There's a 9-hole golf course here, and just get around in. And if you want to have a nice outing, you can go to the Biltmore, which is not far. There's many golf courses around, but you have one easy access where you can practice and get some rounds in Palmetto Golf Course. Surrounding neighborhoods besides Palmetto Estates, you have Kendall, this little area. I love this neighborhood. They have fantastic single-family homes, more affordable than Palmetto Bay and Pinecrest, and it's still sort of within the same community. You have the Falls Shopping Center, which is in here. It's an outdoor mall that has a waterfall going right through it. It has a movie theater, restaurants all around it. You have Macy's. They're building a Lifetime Fitness there. I love coming here. This is one of my favorite because I live close to this area in Kendall, and my kids love coming here. There's a place that they love eating churros. It's called Churro Mania. Churros, if you're not aware, they're like elephant ears, but they're long, skinny sticks with cinnamon sugar, and you dip it in your dipping of choice: chocolate, Nutella, dulce de leche, and my kids love it. There's my younger one. She's always saying, "Oh, let's go to the falls, Daddy. Let's go to the falls," and she doesn't get tired of it. She doesn't get bored. So her routine is go there, have churros, play in the playground, and go to a store called American Dolls, which is a doll store. But it's one of these doll stores that they let you play with all the dolls. Sometimes I feel bad because kids go in there and they play all the dolls, they make a mess, but that's sort of their thing, and to attract all the kids. And you can have parties there. They'll do like a little private room, and they'll make the girls feel like a princess. A really cool store within the falls called American Girl. Total Wine. So this area is all the falls, and here you have the 9-hole golf course. And you're not far from another shopping mall called Dayland, just up the street on US 1, which is one of the most popular malls in all of Miami. It's an indoor mall, but now it has an area where there's some outdoor restaurants and the new part of Dayland, which is more modern looking. So it's just very popular. I don't know, I guess it's the location. It has great stores. People love coming here and just hanging out. And all these are condos up here. So you have the Kendall area. We mentioned on the north you have Pinecrest, and then a little bit of the Gables here on the east side. Now there's no really condo living in Palmetto Bay. It's all gonna be single family homes. And if you like boating, you're close to 2 marinas. You're close to Matheson Hammock Park here on the north side. It's actually in Coral Gables. You pay $7. You go in. Let's say you're not gonna use the marina to go out on a boat. You can still come in and enjoy the lagoon. They have a beach here that's like a little lagoon. The water comes in, and there's a lifeguard. Great for families. Most of the people that come here are family with kids and spend the whole Sunday here. And there's a restaurant called Redfish where you can bring your own snacks and lunch and pack it and eat at the beach. There's a walkway surrounding it, and you can just take your boat out from Matheson Hammocks. All this is parking, so there's tons of parking. This little area right here is Fairtalk Tropical Garden, which is a beautiful garden, the prettiest and the biggest garden in all of Miami. You can become a member and get discounts to go in. There's always events and festivals going on in here. There's a cafe inside. Tons of acres of just beautiful botanical gardens, very well kept. They have once a month, or I don't know, so often, they have artists displaying their art here. I remember one time there was an art called Chihuly art, which were huge glass ornaments, and they were just laid all over the garden, all over the place, even on the water, floating on the water. So it just popped and made the place look very pretty. And so they fill it with arts from different artists all over the world. That's a great spot in Coral Gables. All this is a reserve. You have Gables by the sea. Gulliver Prep is a great high school in Pinecrest. So there you have it. Now you're well informed on how it is living in Palmetto Bay, and you have more information on this neighborhood. So I hope this was helpful. Now you know where all the houses are, where the parks are located, the marinas, the shopping, the bars, restaurants, all that stuff. And if this is a neighborhood that you see you and your family living, fantastic. I'm glad this video helped. And when you reach out to us, just let us know that this is one of the spots that you're thinking about moving into, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's one of these neighborhoods where you like, but you know what? It's not for me. Maybe it's too far south. You want something more central, or you're looking for something completely different. But the only thing that will determine what is the best neighborhood for you or you and your family is your lifestyle. Once we get on the phone, the first thing we'll ask you is about your lifestyle. What do you like to do? What are your needs and wants? What are you looking for in the neighborhood? Once we determine that, then it's easy. It's just picking out certain neighborhoods that meet your criteria of lifestyle, and go ahead and checking out homes. And hopefully we can get you a nice home so you can have a good experience here in Miami, Florida. Because the last thing you want to do is move into the wrong neighborhood. You will be miserable down here in Miami. Miami is a big city, a lot to digest here. All the neighborhoods are different. They have different vibes, different lifestyles. So it's very important to determine that right up front. So the only way we can help you out is if you reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. However you want to get a hold of us, days, nights, and weekends, we got your back. We're making that smooth move to Miami, Florida. And until next video, see you later.